So there I was, standing outside of my apartment, holding a cardboard box with my stuff in it. No job, no girlfriend, and exactly 11 euros and 40 cents in my bank account. It was a Friday, and the worst part, it all started on Monday. 5 days. 5 days is all it took for my entire life to fall apart. So grab some snacks, because this is the story of the worst week of my life. Monday started normal. Woke up late, skipped breakfast, told myself I'd start eating healthy next week. Classic. I get to work, sit down, open my laptop, and my boss calls me into the meeting room. Now listen, I knew the meeting was at 10. I was there at 10, physically present, but mentally I was somewhere on a beach with a cocktail because I fell asleep. Not like a small nod, a full sleep. Head back, mouth open, possibly snoring. My coworker said I was definitely snoring. In front of my boss, his boss, and some guy from head office who flew in specifically for that meeting. They let me finish the nap. Out of respect, I think, or shock. Then they fired me. But here's the thing. In that moment, walking out of the office with my box, I felt free. I actually said to myself out loud, like a crazy person, this is a sign. This is the universe telling me to finally start my own business. I downloaded 4 entrepreneur podcasts before I reached the car. I had no business idea, but I had energy. Tuesday, my girlfriend calls, asks how work was. Now, a smart man would say, Babe, I need to tell you something. I said, amazing, actually. Big news. I quit. She got excited.
Yeah.
She thought I had a plan. She asked about the plan. I told her the plan was still developing. She asked what that means. I said I was in the vision phase. She did not know what the vision phase was. Honestly, neither did I. I had just heard it on one of the podcasts. The argument lasted 2 hours. She said I was irresponsible. I said I was an entrepreneur. She said those are not the same thing. I said, and I genuinely said this, Jeff Bezos also had haters. She hung up. I went back to the podcast. Wednesday, I decided to fix things. Big romantic gesture. Show her I'm a man with a plan. I checked my bank account, okay? Small plan. Budget plan. I took her to McDonald's. Now listen. I tried to make it nice. I carried the tray like a waiter. I pulled out her chair. I asked her what she wanted like I was reading from a menu, even though the menu was right above us on a screen. She ordered a McFlurry. The machine was broken, and somewhere between the McNuggets and the broken McFlurry machine, she looked at me, really looked at me, and said, I think we need to take a break. I said, from what? She said, from us. I ate her fries. I know that sounds bad, but she wasn't going to finish them, and I paid for those fries. Technically, they were my fries that I gave to her, and she gave back, so really, I was just reclaiming my property. I walked home alone, in the rain, eating cold fries from a paper bag. This is what the vision phase looks like. Thursday, I woke up and remembered rent is due tomorrow. I opened my banking app. I closed it. I opened it again, hoping the number changed. It did not change. I started selling things online. First the PlayStation, goodbye old friend. Then my second monitor. Then my office chair. I was now sitting on a pile of clothes like a sad little bird in a nest. I almost sold my bed. I listed it. I had a buyer. And then I thought, where will I sleep? On the clothes nest? No, I canceled the listing. Then I did what every broke person does in a crisis. I texted my friends. Hey man, random question. Totally fine if not. No pressure at all. But do you maybe have like 200 euros I could borrow just until next week? Haha. Asking for a friend, lol. The first friend. Bro, I'm so sorry. I'm actually really tight right now. The second friend. Ah, bad timing. I literally just paid my car insurance. The third friend left me on red. We had known each other for 8 years. On red. Friday morning, 8 a.m. Knock on the door. I knew who it was. I did not move. He knocked again. I held my breath. I genuinely held my breath. Like if I was quiet enough, the landlord would think the apartment was empty and just leave. Then he said through the door, I can hear you breathing. I opened the door. He handed me a notice. 3 days. I nodded like a professional, closed the door, sat down on the floor because I had sold my chair. I had one thing left in my kitchen. Plain bread, no butter, no nothing. I sat there on the floor, eating dry bread, staring at the wall. Monday I had a job, a girlfriend, and a home. It was now Friday. Okay, fast forward 3 months. I found a smaller apartment, cheaper. I picked up some freelance work. Nothing crazy, but enough. The business idea is still in the vision phase, but now the vision phase actually has a notebook and 2 written pages, so that is progress. My girlfriend moved on. I am fully fine with that. I am not fine with that. But I'm getting there. And look, losing everything in 1 week was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But I also learned some really important things. Never fall asleep in a meeting. Don't call yourself an entrepreneur until you have at least one customer. McDonald's is not a romantic restaurant. It can be, but you have to commit to the bit harder than I did. And your friends? Your friends are also broke. So stop expecting them to save you. We're all just out here, holding our cardboard boxes, eating dry bread on the floor. At least we're doing it together. If any part of this happened to you, drop a comment below. I genuinely need to know I'm not alone in this. Like the video if you survived your own disaster week. And subscribe, because honestly, I have more stories.